What's good? This your boy Derek Branch of SportsView360.com, covering the New Orleans Saints today. And today I just want to talk about what transpired today as the Saints picked up their third straight win. Right now on a 3-game winning streak after defeating the New York Jets by a score of 29-6 to improve to 5-10 on the season. I think that is drastic improvement compared to what we saw around the beginning of November and on into prior to that it's October. That is a huge jump for this football team. Now, if you read my season preview, my season prediction for the New Orleans Saints, the projection story on SportsView360.com, I had the Saints winning 5-7 games this season. Had them going between 5-12 and 7-10. And a lot of people, felt as though me giving them 7 wins was too much. That was too much. A team going 7-10 was too much. And lo and behold, that might be the path they're heading at. 7-10 in Kellen Moore's first year. I think that's a huge accomplishment for Kellen Moore going into the season, given the circumstances. Bringing in a brand new, you got some old players that were already on the roster, but you turn that roster over with young talent through the draft, and things are paying off. To go 7-10, I think that's a huge accomplishment. Now, only imagine if Chris Olave would have caught that pass against the Dolphins. He had a chance probably to go 8-9. But I think this is huge for the Saints, man. And today's game started off, a little slow in the first and second quarter. Started off a little slow, 6-6. Saints kick a field goal, 9-6 coming out the half. Saints just turned it on. Not Brady Coyne, I forgot his name. The quarterback for Brady Cook, New York Jets quarterback, former Missouri Tiger quarterback. They gave him the business. Sacked him multiple times. Cam Jordan got involved, really involved today. Chase Young had a sack on him. There's a lot of records were being set today for the Saints. For a lot of personnel. Tyler Shook, huge day. 308 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Chris Olave, 10 catches, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. Juwan Johnson, I believe he caught 8 passes for 89 yards. Taysom Mills involved through the passing game as well. This is a huge performance today by everybody. Especially the defense, man. Brandon Staley probably won't get a look at head coach during this cycle, but next year he's gonna be on the top of the list, man. He's gonna get another shot at becoming the head coach, in my opinion, which would suck for the Saints because he's a really good defensive coordinator. And a lot of people, and myself included, was kind of skeptical of him coming onto the team. Looking at his success, what he had with the Rams, and kind of basing it off of the personnel that's with that team at the time, with Aaron Donald. But he's done a really good job with his football team, with that defense, compared to what was done with Dennis Allen. Cam Jordan. I think Cam Jordan is coming back as a New Orleans Saint. I think he's going to come back, man. I think he can still play at a high level. Damari Davis as well. I think it would be beneficial. He could bring both of those guys back on team-friendly contracts, for real. But as for the game itself, man, the Saints pretty much dominated that matchup. I know there was a lot of injuries out there going into the game, and they had some more injuries pile up. Brian Brzee left, I believe, the game. But look, the Saints were the better team, man. The Saints were the better team, and Tyler Shook, once again, showed you why, this team could win because of him. That he can win the games despite having probably a limited receiving card. But I think you had enough to beat the New York Jets. You had Chris Olave, he played pretty well today. Juwan Johnson played pretty well today. Taysom Mills, even though he's not that same type of contributor, I thought he had a solid game today, given the circumstances. Mason Tipton had to put in some work as well. You had enough personnel to beat this team. I think you're gonna have enough to beat the next team, the next two teams, even though I think they're gonna be a lot harder compared to what you saw today. But shouts out to everybody. Good performance today by this football team. A long time coming. A lot of people are starting to warm up the Tyler Shook. I'm not just talking about the Saints fans. I'm talking about the national media, the national pundits are starting to notice who Tyler Shook is as a quarterback. And I think you have your guy for 2026. I think you have him at 2026 and possibly beyond. You got to go in the off season. Not saying make a hope, not saying go out there and max out the credit card on some high price free agents. But go out there and find some guys that you can find, that's still, in the younger years of their career. Bring a veteran that can still play, that's not out of his prime. Bring somebody in on a short deal and go from there. Because I think this team can win this division next season. I really do. Now, if the Bucks don't win the division, Todd Bowles might be gone, and they may go up there. They may find a really good play caller to take over that football team. Carolina looks like they're going to be really good. So, Saints just got to bring it next season. But good game today by the New Orleans Saints, man. Good game by everybody. Charlie Schmidt, man, I think he made 5 field goals today. So, hats off to him. Like I said, Tyler Shook had a rookie record today for passing for the Saints. I just think you got your guy, man. I think he is a quarterback of the future for this team. No need to me, it's no need to trade Spencer Rattler, because he's a guy that already knows your system. And that's like a common issue with backup quarterbacks in today's NFL. They don't stay with a team long enough to understand the system. They're always moving around and all that. Let's keep Spencer Rattler in this system. He already knows what it's about. That's if Tyler Shook goes down. You got somebody that can help this team out in the bind. But if a team calls with a really good offer, 4th round pick, 5th round pick, by all means, go for it. But I think you're pretty set at your quarterback room right now. But in regards to the game, 5-10, that's good. We got an opportunity next week against the Tennessee Titans, who won the day, against the Kansas City Chiefs that didn't have Patrick Mahomes. So, should be an interesting game. There's a Cam Ward's a quarterback that can scramble and get out of the pocket, make plays. So that'll be a nice little talent challenge for the Saints defense. And we'll see how it all play out, man. But Saints win today by a score of 29-6 over the New York Jets. Proved 5-10 on the season. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What are your thoughts on today's game? Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.